Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel. My second live stream of the day after doing the World Cup playoff draw earlier today. Yes, my voice is still here, as you can obviously hear. We have been joined by, a debutant on the channel. It has been a long time since I last spoke to this person. I think it was the 4-1 Manchester City game, but it's an absolute delight to have you, Mr. Jersey Boy. How are you, Jersey Boy?
Good. It's been a while since we've been speaking. Unfortunately, didn't manage to come on last week because I was at football, but happy to be on. Happy to see familiar faces like Jack and Dave. Been a while since I've been speaking to both of you, and I hope we have a good show today.
Yeah, absolutely. This guy turned 40 last week. It is Mr. Daniel of the Mighty Res TV. Hope you had a good birthday, my friend.
Yeah, it was fine, mate. Yeah, it was good. Quiet. Went out for something sweet with my girlfriend and my kids. But yeah, couldn't argue with it, really. It's good.
And we have been joined by Mr. Steve Plunk, who I see every Monday evening. Great to have you back on the channel. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great, mate. Thanks for having me. Sorry for being late there, kids and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So, one of those, mate. But thanks for having me on. And all right, chaps, how are we?
Yeah, we're all good. And another absolute legend is in the building. Mr. Dave from Dave's LFC Chat. How are you?
The legend continues.
Yeah, it's great to have you. And we finally found him again. Not been on the show for a while. Mr. Jack Mack. How are you, Jack?
Mate, I'm here. Apologies about last week. I was looking after my niece last minute, but that's the beauty of having nieces and nephews. But yeah, cheers for having me on, mate, and happy birthday to Dan. And it's great to speak to the lads tonight and everyone in chat. Hope you're having a good weekend. Or good week, anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Helen saying Steve is the one with no moustache. Yeah, I think we all kind of do have. Well, mine's not as good as anything. I'll join you. Yeah, that's fine. Hello to Sophie. I've just seen that. Hello to Sophie. Yeah, hopefully back soon. Yeah, take all the time you need. Hello to Mick Moran as well. Don't look a day over 39, Dan, he says. But we will begin with, people had said this is the best time to play Liverpool at Anfield for Arsenal, but more naivety from Arteta, and it finished Liverpool 4, Arsenal 0. Jersey Boy, were you surprised how naive Arteta was in his tactics?
I don't really know, because the thing is, I kind of expect the tactics or what Arteta was going to do, because for the last 3 in their 10 unbeaten run, they've been playing Aubameyang as a 9 and Lacazette as a 10, like a 4-4-1-1, and it has worked. It has worked. They beat Leicester, but when they beat Leicester, it was Ramsdale saved them. Leicester could have won 3 or 4-2. So. I think maybe this was the game to change things, because he saw in the Leicester game that Ramsdale was the one saving them, and they were not creating anything really up front. Obviously they did win, but a second half it was mostly all Leicester. So I think maybe he should have changed him, maybe brought in Pepe or something like that, but I think it really bit him in the arse, because obviously, he was trying to box Klopp on the halfway on the side of the pitch. It didn't work out, and he got revenge. we got revenge.
Yeah, I suppose you could say, Dan, the bus stop on the touchline, and one person you do not have a go at is Jurgen Klopp. It kind of spurred the crowd on, and I think that's what kind of got us through the game.
Yeah, well, they mentioned it was a Carragher on the co-comments on Sky. He mentioned it, didn't it? It got everyone wound up, didn't it? And from a game that was just sort of drifting with not really massive amounts of intensity, suddenly the atmosphere lifted and Liverpool players rallied to the cause. They were flying into a few more tackles. They just seemed to have that extra little bit of energy and impetus. And then subsequently the goal obviously come before half time. So yeah, it was a bit of a mistake of Arteta, but I wasn't surprised to see him stick to his guns with the sign of play out from the backs. He's trying to influence the style, isn't he, at Arsenal?
Yeah.
So sometimes when you're trying to do that, you've got to stick to it, and you're going to hit a few bumps in the road, but you'll be thinking long term, it's worth sticking with the principles.
Yeah, me and you spoke about this on Monday, Steve. The one thing you are, if you're Nuno Tavares, don't start doing the trash talk about Mo Salah, because it will just instantly bite you on the bum.
You can't say on social media, can you? So, Mo Salah doesn't know who I am yet, but at 4:45 on Saturday or Sunday, he will know exactly who I am. You can't say stuff like that, can you? Because that's just asking for trouble. And he's probably the least press-resistant man I've ever seen in the Premier League, following on from that performance. And to try and go past someone and just pass the ball sideways to a Liverpool player, and then the goal comes from it. I think a few of the Arsenal boys have learned some lessons, including the manager. So yeah. Not a good move. That was Salah's team talk done, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Good evening, Connor. I wonder where you are at the moment. You're probably on the motorway. Goodness knows, you've probably not got much signal, but thank you very, very much for tuning in, and I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Dave, the performance of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has been discussed a lot this week. What did you make of his performance
against Arsenal? Do you know what? As the lads just said there a few minutes ago, obviously it was the catalyst between Arteta and Klopp, because the game was sort of petering out. It wasn't, there was nothing much happening. They had one or two chances, we had one or two chances, and it just needed that catalyst. We feed off the crowd. We literally feed the energy off the crowd. We're vampiric in that way. We literally feed off the crowd and the energy, and it obviously suits us. Ox needs games. We know the quality Ox has got. When he's not doing his TikTok dances and his Instagram poses, we know what quality he's got. So he's got to be careful doing those bloody his sideways step dances up with his girlfriend from Little Mix and stuff like that. But he is mixing it up, and that's the good thing. I mean, we all know, as you say, we know the quality. We just, the injuries have cost him. And I can't tell you now, will he stay fit this side of Christmas? I can't tell you. I don't know. I'm hoping, but I mean, will he start even tomorrow? I think against his old team. I think he started out with Southampton, didn't he? But it's great to see. He's an extra option for us. He's a different option for us going forward in the midfield. He gives us something going forward when we usually play the two holding players, the likes of Fab or Thiago or Hendo. He gives us something different. Like Naby gives us something different, but Naby's never there. He's similar to Naby in the injury front. But it's just great to see. It's an extra option, Doug. And we'll need it because of the run of games we have coming up. And it looks, we're actually, we probably talk about it tonight, but it seems like all the players are coming back just at the right time.
Absolutely. Evening to Statman Stubbs. Hope you're doing well. No beer for Dave tonight. I hope you've had a great birthday, Dan. I'm here, there, and everywhere, says Connor. Connor. Potential Scotland-Wales final to get into the World Cup. Ooh. Me and you will not be speaking that day. But Jack, I have to say, one man I was so pleased for was Takumi Minamino. Yeah. First touch is it goes into the back of the net. I'm so pleased for him because he's needed that goal for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. I give him a lot of confidence, and as all of us have spoke about the AFCON, how important it's going to be when he does get drafted into starting 11. But him, Ox, everyone's going to play the part. Costas already this season when he has come in. I mean, has he even conceded a goal since he's played for Liverpool? I'm not too sure, but he's been phenomenal, all of them. But yeah, I made up. He's definitely get integrated into the culture of Liverpool. Obviously, it was such a difficult period. It would be for anyone. The time in which he did come in, he was hardly never out of his hotel room. He had to isolate and all the players. But now he's looks a lot more settled. But he will be so important for us this season. And I give him that boost, even a goal. He's an attacker, but we know how important goals are for our forward four. But obviously the likes of Div and obviously Taki, but fantastic, mate.
Yeah. Who was everyone's man of the match? I'll start with Steve. Who was your man of the match for the Arsenal game?
For the Arsenal game, difficult one. I thought Fabinho was immense in the middle of the park. he's fast becoming the player we really can't do without. Whilst I can see you've got the header up there saying Ox, brilliant man of the match. What Ox did really well against Arsenal was off the ball. Off the ball, he was setting traps and being part of the press. There's still more to come from him on the ball, so I couldn't give it to him for that reason, because he's still giving Hollywood balls away when we need to keep it. So I think given that we've spoken about this before, it's hard to control games of football with Oxlade-Chamberlain in your central three. I thought Fabinho was absolutely immense, and for me, he would get man of the match, because that was where we were going to struggle, if we were going to struggle anyway. And he just shut them down. He stopped everything, and he was good on the ball as well. So, yeah, I'll go for him for me, mate.
Jersey boy?
Trent. I think Trent, 2 assists again, absolutely fantastic. I think, him and Reece James are going to be proper fighting for the England place. And I just thought it was very, very, very good again. 2 assists for Trent. Obviously, Mane got an assist and a goal. But for me, it's Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I hope he has a fantastic game tomorrow and gets more assists.
Fingers crossed. Dan?
Yeah, well, I'll go for Mane, mate. He got the opening goal, didn't he? So always a big one. He had a lot of stick at the start of last season, didn't he? But he's answered his critics. He's come back strong. He's got a lot of goals.
Dave?
I'll stick with Steve on this one. I think Fabinho's been fabulous, absolutely unbelievable. It was one of his best performances. It's been Dyson, whatever you want to call him, but I mean he's been absolutely brilliant. There was one break where they broke. I think there was 3 players, and he slid in. It was like a last ditch tackle. He probably could have scored from it, to be honest. And just little things like that, breaking up, the right balls, playing the right balls at the right time, the simple balls, the simple stuff, stuff you don't even see. Even his positioning was top notch. Fabinho was absolutely my man of the match. But as Jersey Boy and a few have said, Trent was brilliant in the game as well. I mean, absolutely brilliant as usual. But fab for me, fabulous from Fab.
And Jack?
Go Jota just for the mockery in which he made. I know the loveliest. He put Ramsdale. He put that Ramsdale massively overrated goalkeeper, one of the most goalies on his ass. So for that, mate, man of the match for me.
Yeah, I think I said I think I said on your show, and I think I've said on a couple of others that I did actually think that Fabinho was immense. But I thought the whole midfield 3 actually played really, really well as well. But Fabinho is just on another level. And he's kind of the player now we're sort of starting to begin that we cannot not have him in our team. He is that good. You can have your like other CDMs, but Fabinho for me, as Chris says, a new Hoover coming out is called Fabinho. Yes. Right. I've got a question for you. How many times have you watched the Thiago Alcantara goal?
Too many.
It's not enough. Not enough. What a goal. There was a thing on Twitter today calling it a UFO. A UFO, an unidentifiable footballing object. It was just unbelievable. Didn't even touch the grass. It defied logic. It defied gravity. It was beautiful. I didn't even have supper after that goal. It was beautiful.
It was a fantastic strike. Here's a very interesting question from Jamie. If Hendo wasn't captain, would he have to start worrying about his starting role?
Absolutely. He should be worried about it now. Mm-hmm. He's been looking for form and fitness all season, hasn't he, boys, to be fair, So his best game was as a 6 at Man United because he had to be really disciplined and sit in that pocket in front of the back 4 and not think about bombing on. That injury he had last season took an awful lot out of him, and he's not where he was since. But yeah, I think that's a good shout there.
Yeah, I think so.
I agree.
I think everyone's in agreement for sure. Well, then he asked, is Jota arguably our best finisher out the front 3?
No.
I think Salah. I think Salah's the
Salah.
Yeah, listen, definitely.
We're a top team. Everybody should be worried on a top team. Every player should be worried on the top team. That's what makes a top team. Every player should be looking over their shoulder saying, I better play well today or I'm in trouble. That's what makes a top team.
Yeah. To be honest, the first half of the Porto game, I know we went 0-0. Oh my goodness me, Jack. I am going to get sick and tired of these VAR decisions that are just going to go from like armpit down. Like I thought they'd stop that.
Yeah.
It's human error, isn't it? Like you've got clowns using the technology. Sometimes depends on the ref, even in the Prem or you watch Serie A or Bundesliga. It's who's using it, mate. It's if there was. It's difficult. It's like human error. Refereeing football, it's part and parcel. Obviously, you go to pub after the game. It used to be you'd spend the whole weekend on a YouTube video or talking with your mates in the pub about this shocking decision, and it created discussion. But now there's more discussion on these decisions. That some of them, don't get me wrong, they're absolutely spot on. It's great. It's used properly, and then there's complete opposite where you've got Mike Dean sending off someone for a completely different tackle, but the week after, he's not doing it. So the English refs used to be the peak, like they used to be the best in Europe, but now they're a million miles away, mate.
If Paul Scholes didn't get at Mane's foot and bite his toenails off, he would have been onside. Literally, like it was only a half a toenail in it. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that is one of the most awful decisions of the season, Steve, I've seen so far. That offside decision. I don't think that was offside at all.
You don't celebrate goals anymore, do you? Till you know one way or another that's okay. That's just taking the fun out of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed. And I think, apart from that, it wasn't a great first half. But to be fair, Porto did have a couple of good opportunities. I wouldn't say sort of clear-cut opportunities, but the second half comes and then the Thiago goal. I mean, Jersey boy, have you ever seen a better goal like that where you just basically hit it as sweet as Thiago did? Because I outside of the right foot, he knew what he was doing. It just comes to him perfectly.
Yeah, I've seen so many good goals. There's so many good goals I've seen live. Like I love Thiago's goal, but I have to say probably the best goal I've ever seen live on TV. What is that saying? Best goal I've ever seen live on TV will probably be Townsend's goal against Man City. That was ridiculous. But I think Thiago's goal, exactly as Dave said, did he even touch the ground? It looked to me like I think it touched the grass, probably the tips of the grass, but it didn't touch the actual ground. Like it looked like it went to that and then back up again. I didn't expect that. I was like, what the hell was Thiago doing there? That's ridiculous. And
I think it's that comical ball that we're using, that cartoon ball. It was like a shot from a cartoon. It was like a cartoon goal. That's what it was. It went into the world of cartoons.
Not quite a Jabulani, is it though? I don't know if that was flying everywhere.
Oh, good. Oh, God. No. Do not get me started. The I can't even say it now. Jabulani Bill.
Gerrard's FA Cup final.
So many good goals.
When I was a kid watching, I was like, what is that goal?
West Ham,
the West Ham play so going on about it.
Tyler Morton, Dan. What did you make of his performance?
I thought he could have went through it, mate. I thought the first half, there wasn't much in it, but I thought second half, he started to get more on the ball, and he looked good. I mean, long way to go. I mean, it wasn't like 10 out of 10. He needs to be in the team. He's just a young boy, as Klopp said. He needs to develop physically, but it was a good start for him, and to make his first league appearance against Arsenal, wasn't it? Then come in, he got the full 90, didn't he? Or he had the full 90 against Porto?
I think so, yeah. I think he did.
Yeah,
brilliant.
full 90.
Full 90, yeah.
You would imagine that there's going to be a chance for him to get the full 90 in the San Siro and possibly play against Leicester in the League Cup. So, good start for him, long way to go. But, yeah, I was quite impressed with him.
Yeah, and that ball to Salah as well, Steve. Are we calling them the new Javier Mascherano or Xabi Alonso with that pass?
I think we call him the first Tyler Morton, don't we, mate? You start making those analogies, these guys have got no chance, have they? And it's like Dan just said, there's a long way to go with him. He's on starting his career. It looks promising, but he's in good hands and he'll be managed well in terms of game time. And it's just another one that, isn't a £40 million summer transfer signing. So it's good to find them from within as well. So looks promising, mate, but we won't get carried away.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Dave, the interesting thing about this game, obviously we did win. Atletico Madrid actually lost to AC Milan.
Yeah.
Now, AC Milan, Atletico Madrid and Porto can still all go through. So who do you think's joining us in the next round? Because I honestly can't tell.
If AC Milan beat us, they go through straight away. They're a point ahead of everyone, aren't they? I'd like Atletico Madrid out of it. They could come back to bite you. I know they haven't been good in the group, but I'd rather them out of it, to be fair. But I still think he'll go strong against AC Milan. He won't play a league.
Yeah, I do as well.
He said it in the press conference after the last game, the game before the last game, and said, listen, after the Atletico game, he said, I know the $2.5 million a game you get for winning. That's besides, but 6 out of 6, we've never done it. I don't think we've ever won the first 5 in the group. We've never won the first 5 in the group.
No English team has ever done 6 out of 6.
We'll be the first team in English history for Champions League to win every single game in the Champions League group.
That's what I'm saying. This team just love records. We're like top of the pops. We absolutely love records. We love breaking records. Look at Salah. He's going to break another record. I've seen some ridiculous stat today. He's only 6 goals off the most Premier or Champions League goals for Liverpool ever. 6 goals off. He has at least 3 games to play. At least 3, hopefully more than 3. But you know what I mean? But I mean, back to the question, who do I like to see go? I'd like Atletico to go out, but I'd like to beat Milan at the same time as well. I'd like Porto to beat, you know what I mean? I'd like Porto to beat Atletico, and maybe they go through and we beat Milan. That would be the perfect scenario for me.
Yeah.
It's all about winning games. I want Liverpool to win every game, Doug. I don't care about anybody else.
Yeah, me too.
I only care about Liverpool. I want them to win. It's all about continuity. It's all about building it up and building it up. We've a League Cup Mickey Mouse, in Disneyland against Leicester City. But I'd still like to win that as well. You know what I mean? I want to win everything.
Yeah,
win.
Absolutely.
For mentality and everything, it's just good,
Yeah. Connor says, Jurgen already said Morton has a brilliant football mind, just need to add muscle and he'll be quality. Fabinho was the next Mascherano. I'm not convinced Morton is a CDM. I think Atletico will qualify. Helen, honestly, if Atletico play the way that they did against AC Milan, where they looked very toothless, really, really poor defensively, I think Porto will probably go through. And I also think that Barcelona are going out. I think Benfica will beat Dynamo Kiev. I think Benfica will beat Dynamo Kiev.
Dortmund are out.
Dortmund are out as well, which is a big shock as well. Yeah. So there's some big teams going out. There's definitely some big teams going out. Porto's meaningless game, as we're already through and won the group, wasn't perfect. But when you win and don't play at your best, great habit to have. Still good to win for momentum. Yeah. Absolutely. I hope Milan qualify historic elite club. Yeah, the problem with that is Milan have to win. They have to win. They have to win and hope Porto Atletico is a draw. I don't see it.
No.
They're not a bad side, Milan. They're not a bad young side, Doug. You look at the results they've had. They were very unlucky not to be, was it Atletico Madrid in Madrid? Remember the goal your man scored?
They lost to a very late penalty in that game.
I don't even think it was a penalty for Atleti. I think Milan were robbed.
So they have to win that. They know what they have to do. They'll have to beat Liverpool. They're true. So they're going to throw everything. The kitchen sink. They're going to throw Maguire, everybody at us. So, I've been looking forward to it. I'm looking forward.
Well, at least we're not losing to teams like Mura. Did you see Tottenham lose 2-1 against Mura?
Well, I would have loved to see Conte after it. That's who I would have loved to see. Jesus Christ.
I've got to say this right. Harry Kane, I don't know what's wrong with him, but he looks like a League Two player right now. Yeah. He looks so bad.
He wanted to move. He wanted our Spurs, and he didn't get the move, so he's sulking. He's in sulk mode.
It's mad how disgraceful how players you got Conte come into the club, and obviously it's going to take him a while. Obviously, when Klopp come in, it's going to take even good part of 2 years to get his philosophy on the team. Obviously, the players in that team are not good enough, but still, you're getting paid by your club and you go out there. The best was Jamie O'Hara on commentary on Sky, wasn't it? Oh, don't beat them 5-0 and then 2-1. But it's disgraceful how footballers can do that. But it's the modern day footballers, sadly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Connor saying cheeky Jude Bellingham bid anyone? Well,
not in January, maybe next summer.
Not in January.
I can see a lot of Dortmund players leaving if they don't finish in the top 6, in the top 4, and then the Europa League. Yeah, I don't want to play in the Europa League. Or Bellingham.
Hi lads, hope all well. Gerrard versus Vieira tomorrow too. The greatest Premier League centre mids. Yeah, up against each other. Palace against Villa. I think this is the statement of the year so far. We absolutely finished Barca.
Yeah, we killed them. We kryptonite. We did a kryptonite job on them big time. That 4-0, you know, I mean, I still can't believe we beat them 4-0. I really can't believe we beat them at Anfield 4-0. Any mistake, we weren't going through. You know what I mean? 4-0. That was just ridiculous. I'd look at that game forever.
Oh, 2 of Mura players are semi-pro.
Oh my God, that makes even more battles.
That is embarrassing.
Well,
That is absolutely embarrassing.
Slovenian champions or something like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but losing the Mora is like losing the San Marino. So it's very, very bad.
Jamie Phillips with fighting
Luxembourg beat us, and we're like Ireland, like, you know what I mean? Football is just not like what it used to be. San Marino beat 10-0 and something.
Jamie Phillips with fighting talk here. I can see us winning number 7. Honestly, don't see any team beating us at home in Europe. I would absolutely agree. We're a different animal when we're at home. If Dortmund accept 50 million for Bellingham and sign him, not worth more than that. Only English tax will say that. I really don't understand why Barca keep going into the market. Does anyone understand Barca?
Nope.
No.
I mean, they're what one. I can't remember how much they are in debt, but it is a lot. It is a lot. But
what's Coutinho doing? Like, is he still there? I couldn't give a toss.
Coutinho,
he does not even play.
Coutinho is Barca's Ben Davies. Let's be real. Come on, you know what I mean? We haven't even seen him.
Expensive one, isn't it? Yeah.
He doesn't even play.
Sorry, Ben. You know what I mean?
Klopp signed Minamino after seeing him in the group stages. What is one player from our group stage opponents that you like to see in red? For me, Luis Diaz or Rafael Leao?
Great question.
Frank Kessie for me.
Oh, yeah.
I would say Frank Kessie.
That cross for the Milan winner from Kessie was ridiculous. But I would like Rafael Leao. I think he's a good striker, but for me, Kessie as well. He's unreal.
Dan?
Yeah, I think Diaz he didn't impress me in the first game, but he impressed me a bit the other night. Diaz, looked like he could get, fit in nicely across somewhere along the top front line. So yeah, maybe.
Steve?
Diaz did stretches the other night. It did cause us problems, but Frank Kessie is like a ready-made replacement for Gini Wijnaldum would give the cover on that left-hand side. I mean, see a bit more Robbo then, because he's certainly playing within himself because of the imbalance over there. So I agree with you, Doug. I'll take Kessie.
Dave?
Yeah. I listen. I agree with you and Steve. I mean, that guy looks really good, doesn't he? He got the goal. He got the late winner. He looks good. He's dynamic. He's young. He looks like a Klopp player. To be fair, whether Liverpool go in for him or not, I don't know. I hadn't heard any links to him, but you never know at FSG. But I would like to see him.
Think he can speak to clubs in January because I think he's a free agent in the summer.
Yeah, they could do the deal in January and then leave him there and take him in the summer. You know the way they do like a Naby Keita job, something like that. I'd like to see something like that. We all know we need 2 or 3. We need refreshing in the summer.
Yeah, Jack.
The summer will be the time. Is that right, Jack?
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be the Porto goalie for say that.
No, he's
Karius in destroy. He's Karius in destroy.
Is he
he's Adrian's twin.
Yeah, I agree with the lads there. And Kessie, what a player. Baller.
Oh my God.
Kessie.
Have you seen where the Conference League final is Albania with a watchtower over this? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Blackpool. Blackpool. Yeah,
Blackpool. Hello.
Jürgen can go and discuss some transfers up there.
Oh, jeez. Carrasco. That's a good shout, actually, but Carrasco's too old. I'm sure half them teams in the Conference League are generally made up.
Wi-Fi passwords. They literally named after Wi-Fi passwords. Most of them.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, we got away, but sidetracked. 5 out of 5. Can we go for 6 out of 6, or is that being too hasty? What do you think, Dave?
Of course we can. We're Liverpool, baby. Look, we're gonna, as I say, we love breaking records. We'll go into that game with a strong. Klopp loves the Champions League. This club is made for the Champions League. I mean, Europe is Liverpool, basically. That's what we are. That's what we love. And the club comes alive in the European competition. I remember being at the Anfield Rap Show in 2019, the end of season show in Liverpool with Jack, actually. Wasn't it, Jackie boy? And Neil Atkinson was on the stage talking about this club lives for European nights. This club breeds European nights. You know, the history of the club. Okay, we won the 19 leagues and stuff, but the European Cups is special. You know, it's different. It gives us our DNA. It gives us what makes us the team we are, and it makes us our fan base and makes us so different to other teams, I think. The fact we've 6 European Cups, we've been in so many finals in Europe. And I think Klopp will go strong. And I think we'll be the team to beat.
Yeah, we absolutely battered Milan at home. Let back in, going 3-1 us away. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Hello to Eamon Kelly. Hope you're doing well. I know you're one of Dave's subscribers, so thank you very much for tuning in. Hello, fellow Reds. What's your score predictions for tomorrow? I'm going for a 3-0 win. We're just getting to the Southampton preview. Dortmund, the new conference. No, Dortmund will be in the Europa League. That'd be actually quite funny if Dortmund and Atletico actually fell into the Europa League. That would be hilarious, and then probably one of them would be favourites. Or no. I'm actually thinking of the Sevilla, but they've got Lopetegui as manager, not Unai Emery. So there. I saw there's a variant in Africa. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that is a big question mark. This is a particularly bad variant. I know a little bit about it, and it came from South Africa, but apparently it's right southern, of Africa, and this could take off. It's even worse than Delta, so there's a possibility.
It's very bad,
yeah.
Could be interesting that. 4-0 Salamani Jota. Interesting. Ooh. Right, we will get to the Southampton preview.
Let's go.
Yeah, Jersey boy, how are you feeling about Southampton?
I think it's going to be a good game. You know, the last time we played them at home, we got a 2-0 win. Thiago's first goal for the club. It was a brilliant goal. I think it was Firmino and Thiago scored. It was a brilliant game. Obviously, but before that we had no fans. The 1-0 loss. Danny Ings scoring and Trent losing the ball 38 times was ridiculous. But, I think the fans are back. I think Southampton look good with Livramento and Adam Armstrong. He's looking like a good signing from Blackburn.
Yeah.
Is it Blackburn? No,
Blackburn, yeah.
Yeah, Blackburn, yeah. So I think they're looking very good. But again, I think we'll be too good for them and we'll win. But, I think... So have been a good team this season, but I think we'll continue our home form.
Yeah, Dan. I did a Southampton preview earlier in the week, and one thing that actually struck me about them is they've had a bit of a stop-start season where actually they win a couple of games, and then all of a sudden they're like losing games or drawing games. They haven't actually got into a kind of momentum. People actually said at the start of the season Southampton could potentially go down, but from what you've seen of Southampton so far, do you think that's the case?
Yeah, they're not going to go down, mate. They always under Hasenhuttl seems to be a bit like famine or feast. They've had some really bad ploughings, haven't they? Where they've got 9-0 and stuff like that, but then they've been on decent runs as well. I remember at the start of last season they were flying, wasn't they? And then they had a bit of a dip. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be in any sort of relegation danger. Absolutely not at all. looking at the bigger picture tomorrow, I think tomorrow could be a little bit of a struggle, to be honest with you, for Liverpool. I think if you look across the board this season, the teams who've played in midweek when they play the Champions League or European game, if they're playing on the Saturday against a team who haven't played in midweek, there seems to have been a lot of points dropped. You've seen, I think, Liverpool drop points when he played Brighton, Chelsea drop points against Burnley after he played in midweek. It's quite a common thing, and I think I'm a little bit nervous for tomorrow, I'll be honest with you. I think I'd love us just to get home any way we can, but I think it might be a 1-1 draw, that one, mate.
Interesting. I mean, obviously,
draws are no use, Eddie. Draws are no use.
No, definitely. I mean,
well, I'll tell you something. I'd take a draw before at West Ham when we got turned over. You know what I mean? The draws aren't that bad compared to the
that's
beats.
very true.
Yeah, but I'm certainly not taking. I'm not taking a draw before a ball's being kicked. You know what I mean? I'm saying I want to win at home.
I mean, Steve, I'm not taking Southampton lightly, as you very, very well know, but they have actually got a point at the Etihad, and they actually played really well that day and probably should have won.
They're not very consistent, are they? They sort of have good games and then a few in different games. We've got enough quality in the team, and we rested a few players. Obviously, there's a few we would like to have given the night off, but we couldn't because of what was at stake. We wanted 6 wins. Another quick fire start with lots of tempo and lots of pace and lots of intensity. We've got to do this now for the rest of the season. We've got to use the first 20, 25 minutes, particularly at home, to take games away from teams, because the longer they go into the game and it's close, the more edgy we get. We go a little bit deeper. We get a little bit worried about them snatching a set-piece goal. You look, West Brom game last season was a classic example of that. So I'd like to see us come out of the blocks quick. I always like to see us come out of the blocks quick. We shouldn't be. I don't think we should be advocating a draw with teams like Southampton at home, mate. We've got to be putting those to the sword and getting the 3 points, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And Jack, I mean, obviously doing the Southampton preview, one thing I found fascinating is actually they are not very good at defending set pieces. Norwich scored 2 against them last week. Now, obviously, with our vulnerability to set pieces, it could be any score on Saturday.
Yeah, I was going to say, you jinxes now, Doug. Just watch these balls get flung into the box. But yeah, the lads are spot on. It's moments in football, and obviously Hasenhuttl more intelligent than Arteta. He's not. It's going to be up to the crowd as well, but it's most important. It's up to the players to really, as Steve said, set the precedent, the tempo. We need. I'm hoping it's not a case of resting players and then the rhythm's being disrupted again. Obviously, that's what we've all been speaking about this season: rhythm and consistent levels of performances. Yes, we're going to be resting players, but at the sake of what? So if Trent does come in, he's got to hit the ground running. And
just on that, Sir Klopp has asked, should we rotate a couple of players with Everton midweek?
No.
Everton?
No.
Who are they?
No.
God's
no. It's the league is paramount. We need to keep chase with Chelsea, because I tell you, Chelsea are playing without Lukaku and Timo over the last couple of weeks, and they've looked phenomenal. And defensively, if they can keep Thiago Silva fit for the majority of the season, I think they're absolutely ridiculous at the back. And we've got to keep in touch. Obviously, Christmas and January is going to be so important, not just for us, but for City and Chelsea. And you'll see a bigger period. But games at home, we need to be winning every single game, really, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, I think you've got to start strong. Start your strongest team. Try get the game to bed with an hour, maybe 65, 70 minutes. Then you can make your changes. Instead of starting weak, going a goal behind or struggling and still having to bring your good players on and risking them. I think you start strong. We need the points. We need to be beating Southampton tomorrow at Anfield. There's just no excuse. You've got to win.
Because City and Chelsea play on Sunday, don't they?
No, United, isn't it? Chelsea United.
Chelsea
City,
United.
Yeah, City play 2:00 on Sunday, and 4:30 is Chelsea. So we play before them.
Have you ever seen a Premier League match day with 5 games on the Sunday? I think that must be a first. It must be a first, but obviously because of obviously
Europa League, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Europa Conference League.
Europa effect. Oh my god.
I'm saying 3-0 Liverpool, says Chris Welsh. I have to go, lads. Take care all. Have a great stream. Thank you, Chris.
Yes.
Don't forget
Chris.
we have Chelsea away 3rd of January. Need to be within at least 3 to 4 points. Oh, Jamie. United are going to shock the world Sunday and get points of Chelsea. Well,
I think they might get a draw. They might get a draw. They have a good record there. They have a really good record.
I've gone for draw as well. I've got them to do a 0-0. I've just got a feeling they're going to grab a 0-0 United.
well, I've got a stat for you that might shock you. Cristiano Ronaldo has never scored against Chelsea in the Premier League.
It doesn't shock me, really. It doesn't shock me, no. Average player. Go on.
You triggered them all, lads. You triggered all the manx.
Incoming triggering United fans.
I'm a United fan on Sunday. We need Chelsea. Yeah, we do need Chelsea. We do.
I'm never a United fan. Sorry.
I'm with you,
Never.
Dave.
No matter what.
No, I'm never a United fan either.
No, sorry,
I want
sorry.
them to be beaten every single week.
Even though
Yeah, exactly. No chance.
I absolutely hate, United and I hate Chelsea, I would love to just see Chelsea 5-0 just for local United fans laugh. This is
That
too
would be
funny.
funny.
Do you ever see that modern team, or Doug, before we switch over, where maybe Steve and the older people, like maybe Dan, who was 50 the other day, things like that, people saying, oh, I'd love them to win, I'll support them to win this, or my second team is this. Fuck off. Liverpool's my team, baby. Liverpool's my team. There's only one team. It's Liverpool, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Only one team.
John.
Well said. Right, starting 11 predictions. Right, Dan, what's your starting 11 for Saturday?
Alisson, Sens, Robertson, Van Dijk and Matip, Thiago, Fabinho, Henderson, Jota, Mane, Salah.
Steve?
The same team that Dan just said, but I think it will be Ox instead of Henderson.
Dave?
Do you know what? I'm caught between the two of them there. My team would have been the exact same team as Dan just said. Obviously, Thiago, Fabinho, Hendo. But I do think Ox has a chance. His old boyhood team, of course, and he gives us something different. I think if you play the Trinity of Thiago, Hendo, they're sort of similar players, really, aren't they? Okay, Thiago's a bit more suave about him, but to be honest, I don't care. Though any three out of those four will do me. But I think he might play Ox, as Steve said. I think he's happy the way Ox has progressed, and he gives us something going for. He just adds a bit more attacking, and we might need that for the first half in the game. Get on top and maybe bring Thiago on then in the second half, something like that.
Interesting, Jack.
Ox coming in as well for me, mate, and Costas. I've just been speaking about rhythm. I know Robinson is he's the better defender, but for me, just due to the rhythm aspect, and he's been the player that's been selected in recent weeks, and just gives a little bit more time to let Robbo recover. Don't want to be rushing players back for the sake of players coming back. Yes, we want to win, but Costas is very capable of winning and doing good, especially attacking wise. Getting at Southampton, I think he'll very much favour that.
Did you hear Klopp's comment about Robertson today?
Yeah.
At the press conference, Robertson starts tomorrow. He literally said, Costas has been doing well. I said, yeah, Costas has been doing really well, but Robertson is Robertson. Basically, Robertson is what he's done, what he's won. Robertson actually did well when he came on. He looked back to himself.
He did.
His tenacity.
Yeah.
He looked a lot better, a lot more lively. I think Robbo starts.
Yeah, I do as well.
For that reason.
Jersey boy, do you see any other changes or no?
Well, I've gone Alisson, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Costas, Fab, Thiago, Ox, Mane, Jota, Salah. I just think basically the same team that played Arsenal. I just really like the way we played, and I think Simicast has been playing good. I'll probably start Robbo against Everton. I just think, but Simicast is doing very good at the moment, and I'm loving the way Robbo came on against Porto. He looked better, so it's good for Robbo.
I love that. Charged, didn't he?
Yes.
Charged.
He literally came on straight away and got us a corner, which is very, very good play by Robert.
I have a feeling Matip will be rested for the derby. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
If you want Man U to win, you ain't a real fan. Yeah,
Correct.
absolutely. 3-1 Liverpool,
Exactly what I
sensation,
just said.
sensational. Okay, predictions. I'm going 2-0. Jersey boy?
3-1. I think Armstrong will score, but I think 3-1. But I think it'll be like we're 3-0 up, like 60 minutes, loads of changes, and then Armstrong scores like a 90th minute or something. So yeah, I'm going 3-1.
Dan sticking with his 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1. I think he'll come unstuck, mate. I think he'll come a cropper.
Steve?
With chest, 4-0, mate. I think we're going to batter these on Saturday, mate.
I'm hoping.
Hopefully.
Hopefully on Monday when we come to Grounded Football, we'll be able to talk about a 4-0 win. I like your thinking. Dave?
I'm going to go 2-0. I said 2-0 when I was with Jack last night. Mane gets his old team and Mo Salah to continue this phenomenal run that he's on, and it's unbelievable. And the connotations we didn't mention between Liverpool and Southampton, we have so many ex-Southampton players like Oxlade-Chamberlain, Mane, Van Dijk. You know, we're like a parent club, basically. It'd be like the daddy telling the young lad how to play football outside with the ball. And that's what I expect Saturday, baby. That's what I expect Saturday, baby. But a comfortable 2-0.
Jack?
Yeah, 2-0, mate, for me. As long as we win, I'll be happy days. I think we all will.
Well, I can't remember a Merseyside derby that is going to be as strange as this one, because in the blue half we have one of Rafa Benitez against Jurgen Klopp. Wow, it's going to be some game.
It's going to be tremendous. We're going to be beating them 4-0 and they're travelling away down to Liverpool singing Rafa Benitez for a good 90 minutes, like when we went to Old Trafford singing Ollie's at the wheel, Rafa's at the wheel, so it sounds...
Doug, you might know this, Doug. Is your man Calvert-Lewin fit, or is he doing a fashion show on Wednesday?
Not fit. Don't think he's fit, Dave.
Apparently he suffered another setback. So apparently he's out until at least
the dress
January.
Yeah. Probably got injured putting that shaggy on, didn't he?
Apparently Richarlison's suspended for this weekend. So he'll be back for the derby.
He's 30.
That's Rodon starting then. Rodon starting against us.
Yeah. Does anyone want to bet on Richarlison red card now? Because
I wouldn't say they give you good odds. I wouldn't say they give you good odds.
I can say safely now, I can see a red card in this game, and I do think it'll be Richarlison.
I think if we're 3-4-0 up, 3 or 4-0 up, I'd love someone just to go through him, and just put him into the stands. I'm sorry,
Van
Paul.
Dijk
Bring that Phillips on. Bring that Phillips on just to sort it out.
I think Everton will go. You know, I'd say dirty, but they'll go physical because they can't play football against us. Let's be real. If they go up toe to toe against us, start playing football and leave the ball on the deck, they'll lose badly. So they'll mix it up, which is what they'll have to do to get at them from us. You know what I mean? So physicality, yellow cards, and as you said, it'd be like a casino night in Vegas. Cards everywhere, baby.
Yeah, I have a feeling this might be one of those derbies where like the ref could be card happy. But Steve, I am buoyed about the fact that Everton cannot defend.
No, they can't. And to be fair, Yerry Mina's a doubt, and so's Decore. So if you look at the three names we've just mentioned, you've just taken the spine out of their side, mate. And so Dave said that they might go strong arm. I don't think Rafa's got strong arm tactics in him. I don't think he knows how to do that. So I can see it being a painful night for Rafa where he turns up and tries to play football, and we do as Jack says, which is put 3 or 4 past them and then send Nat Phillips on to iron out Richarlison, mate, which would be lovely.
Revenge for Van Dijk.
Oh, imagine that would be.
He does my head in Richarlison. I don't even know what he does on a football pitch.
Oh, that bloody
chicken.
What
dance
celebration is it? Is it the chicken dance or something?
Pigeon, is it?
I hate that. I absolutely hate whoever came up with that idea. Whoever came up with that idea of a celebration. Oh jeez, no. So yeah, But actually, there's a big plus in this. We've got Alisson this time. We don't have Adrian. So
True.
Okay.
They are playing bad though, Doug. I think speaking to a lot of my mates.
there's no wins in 6. No wins in 6 for them.
Yeah, they've won one in that.
So bad.
So it's
Just like the Ev, really. Hopefully Tom or Cam are not watching. Sorry, lads.
Tom or Cleve over here be watching, but you just say, hey, I'll probably get a message off him in a minute.
Is that guy Tom May? Is he an Everton fan?
Yeah, he's been mate.
Yeah, he was coming in. He came in. He comes into the show. When I'm live. I didn't know he was an Everton fan.
Yeah, no, he sounds. It's quite rare. Good mate, but he's quite realist. But I do love to wind them up.
Yeah, this is a good point. This is a very good point. As bad as they are, we haven't won there for a while.
Yeah,
20.
Lots of 0-0s.
15, 16 it was. It was from Mane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the brilliant song. What was it?
Oh,
what was it?
What a god! I still remember that.
Mane in the mirror, make that change.
Yeah, it wasn't a cop. I can't remember how that song goes.
It was a Merry Christmas every time, everyone.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Merry Christmas, Everton. Yeah.
94th, 95th minute winner as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Look, lads, we've some amount of games this side of Christmas. Ridiculous. Every week.
Oh,
it's
ridiculous.
3 games a week. So the main thing for Liverpool is going to be a bit of rotation because everybody won't be able to play every game. You know what I mean? The rotation at the right time, the spine of the team, I think, will have to play. I really do in most of the games. The likes of Van Dijk, even though he's come back from that terrible injury. Kanate was a little dodgy the other night, so I just think Van Dijk, Matip is the fulcrum for us. They have to play while Matip's fit.
Does anyone know what channel the game's on? Because I have a feeling this is one of the Amazon Prime games.
Yeah, I think historically it has been, hasn't it? This first midweek.
The Everton game.
Prime.
Yeah. I had a feeling it might be Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I think they get the Boxing Day games as well. I think
they do. Yeah, they did last year. But you better get used to it, lads, because this is the way football's going. Unfortunately, whether you like it or not, it's just gonna get more and more. He just signed a new deal, the Premier League with the US, $1 billion, $2-3 billion deal. There's going to be games in the US, guys, in the next 4 or 5 years.
That's a whole new debate
in the US. I know it is. It's not a podcast. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It's crazy that we can't watch a 3 p.m. kickoff in the UK.
I can watch it in Ireland. I can watch it in Ireland. I can watch. I'm outside the UK jurisdiction. I can watch. Liverpool are live tomorrow on my television.
I wouldn't possibly want to put ideas in anyone's head and say that there are illegitimate boxes out there that you can buy where you get all the football, all the boxing, all the movie channels, and you pay about £30. No, I wouldn't want to put any ideas in people's heads.
No, but we actually get it live over here. Yeah, people used to hate that. The fact is, you don't get it live is because you're on the mainland, and because the game's on at 3 o'clock, they're afraid people won't go to the game. But Liverpool's a sellout anyway, so
that's it. Yeah. Manny scoring all around us, Kopite singing, having fun. 'Tis the season, loving and the stuff. Yeah.
I think we'll be singing that to our
Manny scoring all around us, Kopite singing, having fun. It's the season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas. Everton. Lovely.
Should have won big screen there, Doug. Should have got him on the big screen. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that would be funny. Dazn? Is it Dazn? DAZN are going to buy BT and put all the football in their app. Yeah, I did say that.
I hope they do.
Where you watch Liverpool
games? Mostly at home, because most of them are on the television. Davis sausage on Peroni. Don't think so, baby.
Right. I know the game is like on Wednesday. And I'll be the first of December.
Starting 11, Doug.
Starting 11. Jersey boy, what's your starting 11 for the derby?
Oh, because quite far away, but I'm gonna, as I said before, I'm gonna make a change. I think Robbo will. I think it'll be the same team. I think Hendo will start ahead of Ox. I think it'll be same front three, same midfield, except Ox out for Hendo and Robbo out for Tsimikas out for Robbo. And I think we might change centre backs because I'm actually surprised that Matip is not injured yet. I don't want to jinx it, but
don't you just
no.
Has someone given robot legs or something? Because like I swear his hamstrings are made of jelly, and they're like. I'm happy, but hopefully keeps it going. If Matip is still fit, I would love him to play, but I can see making us a centre back change. Maybe Canada does come in for that game, but I think same lineup against one of those against Southampton with Robert in for Tsimikas and Hendo in for Ox.
Steve?
I think if we can, he'll pick the same team he's going to play against Southampton purely because
continuity.
You've got Ox, you've got someone who's going to pick the ball up and drive at Everton and ask them questions. If you go with Henderson, like Dave said before, if you go with Henderson, Thiago and Fabinho, you've got three very similar players, although obviously we've seen a little bit more from Thiago with the goal and what have you, but it's not like he does that every week. Oxlade-Chamberlain will ask questions of Allen, who will probably be their sitting midfielder. The other three won't. So I think against Everton we've got to play on the front foot. So I think he'll go quite attacking against Everton.
All right. Here's an answer to your question, Jersey boy. Jamie says Matip and Ox are on them new diet pills and gave up meat. Apparently that's helping their injuries.
That could really be helping. Maybe it's because when they're eating meat, they maybe were a little bit more heavier, and that was putting more pressure on the muscles and stuff. But that's good to see. Hopefully they keep it up. And I would absolutely find it a miracle if Matip does not have one single injury this season. That'd be a miracle.
Do you know what it is? I did a video with about 2-3 weeks ago with Thomas Gronemark, the Liverpool drone coach, and he was telling me off camera. He told me on camera, but the Liverpool at Kirby, where they eat the food, is the best food and nutritionist in the bloody world. He said he literally goes to Kirby training ground just to get fed. It's so good. It's 5-star level. It's even higher than 5-star. Like, it's just unbelievable. Yeah. So whatever they're feeding them, Noma Nima is the nutritionist, the German girl who does she has a book out, by the way, for Christmas, all about nutrition for kids. And it's based on the Liverpool nutrition. Right, yeah. And it's just top notch. The food in Liverpool, the fruit, just the levels, it's all scientifically done out. Your plate's basically like a science lab. What am I having for dinner today? Burger chips. You're not going to have that.
No way the transfer money's gone there, Dave.
That's where FSG is spending it on. FSG is spending it on the 7-course meals, baby. It's
going to be very, very intriguing game against Everton. Dan, would you make any changes at all?
Yeah, I'm not going to give you a team, Doug, but what I would say is don't be surprised to see after changes. If you look historically at the years that Klopp's been here over the last couple of seasons, he's tended on this first midweek league game of the season, which is what it is, to make a massive amount of changes, including no less a couple of seasons ago when we beat Everton 5-2. I got the ground, I looked at the team sheets. Origi was playing, Shaqiri was playing, Lallana was playing. All three of them have come out of nowhere. No Salah. And I looked at the team sheet and went, what the hell is he doing here? And we were 2-0 up inside 5 minutes. And I think Shaqiri and Origi both scored. And I think Klopp gambles on the fact that he'd rather have fresher players, maybe second choice fresher players are going to be better than another team. First choice, who they played on the Saturday and the Wednesday. So I'm not going to give you the team, but don't be surprised to see if quite a few changes on Wednesday.
Yeah, I hope that happens. Big Virgil up for a corner, burying little arms. Yeah. He's only got little arms. He's only got.
He's like that.
Matip's retired. Asian Sensational FC. He's retired from international duty.
Yeah,
probably just as well.
Now. Yeah.
Everton have an injury hit squad, and Agent Rafa can only see a big wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
right.
Oopsie daisy. Good evening, gents. Great to see you all on. That's a great shout by Dan too. Klopp does tend to make big changes for the first midweek game of December.
Very true.
Yeah. The only problem is we're away from home as well. He doesn't take huge risks, Klopp.
The bed sheets will be out on County Road if we smash them. All right. So we're an hour in. What is your score? Honestly, I go into this derby and I just think the way we're playing at the moment, form goes out the window for a derby. Yes, I know that. But if we look at it, we have one to give on them. And I do think we can win this game. I'm going to go 2-0.
I think it'll be another Old Trafford, mate. I think we'll rock up there with the intention of absolutely battering them. Just for the sheer fact of if you're the players for your Van Dijk and Thiago, you're gonna go in there with some animosity, right? Yeah, as much as everyone goes on about Twitter, but they absolutely crunch to your players, to your best.
So
mates
you're going 5-0.
4-5 at that time, mate. Especially if you do play a Wobie. Like
Jack, all your best mates are Everton fans. You know that, don't you? All his best mates are Everton fans. That's what he's saying.
It's all right. They'll just disappear on social media for a couple of weeks. So I'll
go 2-0 tomorrow and 2-0 against Everton. The same team that beats Southampton tomorrow is the same team that beats Everton on Wednesday.
Steve?
I'm Team Jack on this one, mate. I think Damari Gray limped off as well. He doesn't look particularly clever either, mate. So they've only got Andros Townsend and Solomon Rondon, who's like the slowest centre forward in the world. Who is ideal for Virgil van Dijk will eat him for breakfast, mate. So I think the thing with that would be, I think Jack's right, mate. I think we'll give Everton a good pasting, mate. They've got no creativity in the team at all.
I agree. Jersey boy?
I'm not going to give a prediction yet because I want to wait. But as I said, with what Jack said and Steve, I would absolutely love it if we just did, screw it. 5-0 half time. We're not going to take the big boys off. Let's go 9. Let's absolutely humiliate them to the point where they pass on. I would love that. I'm not predicting 9-0. Don't worry, we're putting 9-0. But I'm just saying I would love to see that happen. But I'm not going to predict, but what I'm going to say is I would love to see a Van Dijk last-minute winner just to shut the Everton fans up after what I did last season.
That'd be very, very good. Mr. 1-1, what are you going for?
No, as we've alluded to, we historically haven't got a great record at Goodison over the last few years, but I think they are just shorn of so many injuries at the moment. I just don't think they've got the quality. And I think we'll do them 2-0. What I would say is I've laughed at some of Jack's more outlandish predictions this year, and they've come right. So I'm hoping he's going to be right again.
Yeah, Steve. He has a habit, Jack, of actually making big predictions. And the Manchester United one, he actually said 5-0. And it came off.
Yeah.
I just love it.
What was the other one, Jack? You said that was crazy. I thought it was crazy.
5-1 against Porto. 5-1 against Porto.
Jack, you're like a mum. You have a habit of getting
don't bring up the Brighton one. That doesn't matter. That was doesn't matter. Don't record.
You carry on, Jack. Carry on, mate. You carry on.
I love that. Right. One other topic I wanted to just discuss ever so slightly because someone is coming to Manchester United. Ralf Rangnick. Steve, are we worried about this or not?
Unless he's bringing a magic wand with him, no, because Harry Maguire and McFred will still be Harry Maguire and McFred. So he's not suddenly going to get a tune out of them. And he's only doing this job till the summer, and then they'll replace the manager. So listening to Jurgen Klopp's press conference today, and he was very complimentary about him, saying he's a great coach. But he's got 6 months, and he's going to be doing it whilst he's playing games 3 times a week. So the Man United fans think they're going to turn into world beaters overnight. He will improve certain aspects of them, no doubt. But they're not suddenly going to be title challengers up because they need to change. They need to get rid of 5 or 6 of the players and swap them for better players. Yeah. And that's 2 transfer windows. So don't worry about Man United just yet. But if he goes in as a director of football, if you look at some of the players he's found, Konate, Keita, Mane, Upamecano, his list of finding quality players is as long as your arm, and he pays like peanuts for them. So he would be a good move for that club in terms of the infrastructure. I just don't think he can do anything between now and the end of the season.
It'll take time, won't it? It'll take
Jersey
time.
boy.
I 100. So what were you gonna say?
No.
No one ever held me. I've never heard you, Dave.
Bang, bang.
I didn't mean to break your ceiling. I was going to say, you before I talk, you wanted to say something, Doug.
Oh, I think Dave was about to say something about.
I was just about to say
Rangnick.
the Jersey boy. Your foot's coming through the bloody roof here. No, I just have something quick to say on the appointment by United. Okay, 6 months, as you say. I think he's coming in for a 2-year consultancy role or something weird like that. But look, you can't turn a Curry's electronic store with a fridge and a microwave in midfield into a Harrods in 6 months. It's just not going to happen. I think it's a big job to do at United. They need, as Steve said, you probably need 3 or 4 transfer windows. They have quality, there's no doubt about it. I mean, Sancho gets his act together. Ronaldo's Ronaldo. But having a fridge as centre half, I mean, he's been defrosted in the last 3 or 4 games. So, look, there's a lot of work to do there. But he is an intelligent guy. Klopp knows him. We all know Klopp knows him. Klopp made a very good point there today. Klopp was as if to say he's a little worried that, but anybody be worried because, I mean, he couldn't get any worse than Ole, could they? Anything's better than Ole.
Yeah.
So, I'm not too worried, to be honest. Not really.
No, I think somebody said in the chat earlier that Man United are irrelevant to us, which I kind of agree.
At the moment, they'll get better. They've the money to get better. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just
hilariously think they're back like us after Hodgson up and down. Yeah.
I just can't wait for to Ralph to have a little discussion with Luke Shaw. Have you seen his comments a couple of years ago saying he was shit? And well, he is, and he's going to be coaching him, so that should be fun. And I think he will tell a lot of those players, bring them down a couple of pegs, and say that they've been
Steven Stubbs. How could you? Just noticing Dan's got a...
Jeez, he's only 40, for God's sake. Happy birthday, Dan, by the way. Happy birthday.
You're as old as you feel, mate. And as regards Stephen, he's younger than me and he's bald. So, I'm saying nothing. If he wants to get the claws out, I'm ready for you, Statman. I'm ready for you.
Love it, baby. Love it.
I love that. I absolutely love it. And yeah, he is bold. Ryan Giggs' favourite comments. What were they? We'll never
collapse like Liverpool. Liverpool. They couldn't happen at United. What happened to Liverpool? The infrastructure and what Ferguson's done is too good.
Byman Niels.
Is he in prison now? Is he? So it's like that Man United job. There's no Fergie, is there? Like as much as we dislike that man so much, he was one of the best coaches ever in football. But they will, even if Ralph does go upstairs, it's going to be chalk and cheese, really, because I don't think Pochettino's really got that philosophy of really what Ralph wants. But Ten Hag, if he did go Ten Hag to Man United, I really do like Ten Hag.
That ain't happening. I don't think that's happening. Hello to Hussam. This is Football Big Ups to everyone. Special shout out to Grandpa Steve.
Jeez, nice day. Thanks. You've taken it away from me. You're the granddad now.
Really? Sam, haven't you got a space to go and do or something, mate?
No, big up Hussam. Big up Hussam. Dan looks like he's in a shower.
Don't know what shower he gets in with his clothes on.
What's up, people? Very early good morning from India. Christ, what time is it in India? Is it like 2 a.m. or something? I can't actually remember.
Maybe early morning, yeah.
It's like 1:45 in the morning right now. I think 1:45 a.m.
Wow. I thought you were talking to me there, Hussam. Says Statman Stubbs. Ralf Rangnick, is he going to send Man United to the top 4? Debatable.
Listen, it's possible they get top 4. They've quality in the team. They've been like a captain on a ship with the wrong bloody captain, and they've got quality. Will they get top 4? Listen, I wouldn't bet against them getting top 4. To be fair,
Ronaldo's not on a press, is he? He's so lazy.
No.
Like if Ralph's telling him press the ball, Cavani's chalk and cheese. I really do like Cavani as a player.
The only problem is your man
man.
Ralph will come in there and start rattling a few feathers. He'll come in and want different players, and some players won't like it. Some players won't like it and will want out.
Well, he's about to be called. He's about to be called Wreck-It Ralph, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. But you know what I mean. He'd be like a schoolmaster coming in, and the little bad boy down the back thinks he's great. And I mean, Fernandes has been overshadowed by Ronaldo, and that would have happened because obviously being Portuguese.
Thank you.
As well.
Somebody else has noticed.
What?
Somebody else has noticed.
Notice what?
Thank you, Dave. That is what I said. That is what I said on a couple of videos ago. I said that Bruno Fernandes's form is being affected by Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm pretty sure we said this on Grounded Football as well, Steve. That
Fernandes has to hand him his Ronaldo's towel after the shower, baby.
Helen, the new couch or sofa, whichever you want to call it, is absolutely fantastic.
Peter Couch.
Peter Couch. Peter Couch. Even all, let them believe it's beautiful when the shit. Eh?
I think it's going to say the S word.
Oh right, I see. Roll from the Muppets, more like. Absolutely. We will be on for another 5 minutes, so if anyone's got any questions for the panel, then obviously let us know.
Has anybody seen the new Ghostbusters movie?
No, I want to see it. I
haven't seen it, but there's a lot of people on Twitter have seen it, saying it's Jay Pearson from the Comic Podcast.
Big shout out to Jay. I believe he's been at the cinema 4 or 5 times to watch
Pearson,
it.
Yeah, I know quite a lot of people have done that, mate, as well. It's meant to be good.
I'm not a fan of, I love the originals, and even Home Alone, the original one is the best, but I'm not a fan of any remakes at all.
No.
But the odd time they do get it right. Apparently this time they got it right. So I'll have to watch it,
Yeah, I like it, Dave. Please get
anyone's going to see anyone going to see Spider-Man No Way Home?
Yes. Definitely.
I'll watch it on the web.
All the Everton fans wouldn't know their way home after the derby. So
is that movie about Adam Wan-Bissaka?
Defended
for fuck's sake.
It's shite, Dave, says Jamie. And Dublin? Is it Dublin?
I can't tell my fans. They'd be all outside the door. Sorry, can't tell you.
What does everyone think about the? I think we're all in agreement. Everyone in chat as well. The improvements of making the halftime shows even bigger.
That's the
Americanization I talked about earlier. That's the Americanization.
That idea can go in the nearest trash can, in the nearest bin,
That's Americanization just there.
In the nearest toilet, because it's full of shite. It ain't happening.
It's awful. Have you seen American football? There's ads every 5 minutes. I would turn it off.
Could you? No. This is the. Could you imagine a halftime show at Norwich against Burnley?
Could you imagine?
What would be the ad? What would be the ad for Norwich Burnley at halftime? What ad would you think would come? Toilet tissue ad, is it? Toilet tissue.
Thing is, though, Doug, the club doctors will stop that from happening because American football's not so high impact. You couldn't sit players down or put a row of exercise bikes and keep them warm and stretch and then bring them out half an hour later on a winter's day and expect them to start sprinting again. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Thank
And
God
then
they declined it.
Helen says Dublin is our Dave. Correct. Norwich Burnley, the ad would be a guy sleeping because the game is so boring.
Very good.
Here's a question. Burnley staying up.
Down they go, please. I hope to God.
I think they could go down this season. I really do.
Norwich are going to go, aren't they? So Norwich are basically gone. Delia Smith's not doing enough in the kitchen.
Yeah, people were like, oh, Norwich have like 1-2 on the bounce. Is this? Are they going to actually like? Their next target is to get that points threshold that Derby County got, 11 points, and then they're not the worst team. So yeah.
True. They'd actually make more money by going down and coming back up with the parachute payments as they would finishing in the top leading 6. It's an absolute joke.
That's true.
Think about it. They go down, come back up, go down, come back up. They make more money. It's crazy.
Manny, Salah, and Bobby all have 2 years left. Do they all sign new deals, or do you see? Oh, that's not a question to ask. Sorry.
That's a podcast.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll be on for another hour after that.
Yeah. Imagine it: Dover versus Wrexham. Passing down. Oh, Jesus Christ. Southampton down, Burnley down, Norwich down. I agree with 2 of those. But
Newcastle are 20th. Newcastle are 20th. So
how funny would it be if Newcastle
wouldn't that be poetic if Newcastle went down? Wouldn't that? I know I like them.
Most expensive.
But I'm on about their owners. Their owners would be poetic.
Who would they buy in the Championship? Yeah, who are they going to spend 200 million on in the Championship?
Dom Solanke, yeah.
Dom Solanke. That about the whole Championship.
Jordan Ibe.
Brad Smith. Brad Smith.
Brad Smith.
Yeah. Well, Newcastle go down. They have a big chance. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think they're starting to get cut adrift, aren't they? And I know people saying they're going to spend big money in January, but January's a couple of months away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It could be.
There's already a 5-point gap.
Could be 10, 15 points.
He said
clear.
He said, and said he meant lashing down or team on counter-attack. Stop. Get the stage. Oh, Jesus Christ! Watford will not go down.
Correct.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think they'll go down.
They're not going.
I
don't think so. I think Watford will really
fine.
good decision. Much better.
Talk about timing, Tom.
Tom
Talk about timing.
You just missed Everton being lashed over, baby. Lashed.
Oh, sorry. I promised Tom I didn't say nothing bad about Everton.
Yeah, we said that they're the greatest team on earth. No, we didn't.
It's a couple of Everton players getting crunched. You can't wait.
Guys, do you want to finish it? Here, look, I know it's your podcast, but here's a question, and I said it to Jack last night. It was on McKeaton, Jack. Christmas trees, right? Either, real or artificial. But when is the right time, in your mind, of course, your own opinion, to put up a Christmas tree? Me, I'm traditional, as you all know, and nostalgic. Has to go up in the first weekend of December, or else it's blasphemy, baby.
How's it up?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No, listen. My girlfriend bought one and new decorations, and she said, we'll put it in the loft. And I said, well, listen, we're going to have to put it in the loft, and then in a week or so, we're going to get it down. So why don't we just put it up? So we did. It's up, and it looks great.
For me, it's the 13th of December, 12 days before.
Whoa!
Ours goes at the same time yours does, Dave. First weekend normally.
Yeah, next weekend.
First.
I think
Jersey
I'm
boy.
a trend here. Jersey.
I go the same as you. Unfortunately, my family don't follow those traditions. We've got a tree the size of the house, and it's literally been up since a week. It's been up. It's outside. It's been up for a week. For some reason,
that's the tree that's in your garden the last 10 years. What are you on about?
No. It's literally a Christmas tree. And the funny thing is, I don't understand why my family put Christmas decoration like it's Christmas in November. I don't get it, but yeah.
Ask Dan that question. He's right beside you.
I've just given you an answer. I've just given you the perfectly good answer. But I'm going to have to struggle to get it in the loft, and in a week's time, I'm going to have to struggle to get it back out. I just cut out the middleman, get it up. It's boss. It's Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Got 2 young kids. Happy days. Get the tree up and enjoy it.
Right, last question.
Listen, if I want to say something. If the last couple of years with all this COVID and all that sort of anything, it's enjoy the good times while they're here. Get your tree up as soon as you can and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well
Absolutely,
said. Well
bro.
said.
Yeah.
Last question before we go. What do you think the points gap between the top 3 and 4th place will be? I am going to say 15 to 20 points.
What?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Seriously?
15 points, probably around that.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
I think Chelsea, City, and Liverpool will run away with it, and then it's just all about it's all about 4th place. Now you got Arsenal, Spurs, United.
Wreck it, Ralph.
Gotta go, guys, because someone's at the door. Don't know who it is.
See you then.
Happy birthday again, mate.
Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, we're just heading anyway. But guys, that has been a fantastic podcast yet again. Big thank you to Jersey Boy for finally appearing on the channel. What have you and Ryan got coming up this week?
Obviously, we've got watch along tomorrow, and then obviously I'm doing a preview on Tuesday for Everton, because obviously Ryan's work hours have changed now. He works a day now instead of the night, so I do all the day stuff. So I'll be doing a preview then, and it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, a win, and then it'll be a good weekend, and hopefully, United absolutely get thrashed. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on,
Jack
Chelsea
Mack,
9-0, please.
Jack Mack, what have you got coming up this week?
I'll be looking after Connor, mate. I'm gonna have to
Of
pick him up in a
course,
minute.
yeah.
He's
Half an hour.
sleeping in your house, is he?
Yeah, no, it's all right, Dave. I'm leaving him in the garden.
Get the tent up.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, no, cheers for having me on, Doug. It's lovely to speak to the lads as
Pleasure.
always, and everyone in chat. Have a good night. Enjoy the footy. But yeah, me and Connor, we don't go in the game, so it'd be good. I'm just hoping, as long as you win, that's the most important thing. We make Sean swap the Arsenal ticket and watch this be like a 1-0 to us. I'll be buzzing because we got 3 points, but he knew exactly what he was doing, sure.
Yeah. Stay. Thank you very much for coming back on. What have you got coming up this week?
We'll have a preview show tomorrow at midday, and then we'll be grounded football Monday night, and then Thursday morning, I'm going on Red Men TV.
Very nice.
To the post-match review on the Everton game and have a look at the Wolves game. So looking forward to that. It's not far from me, so it's easy for me to do. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Oh, fantastic!
Good
Well,
luck with that, Steve. Tell the boys I said hello. Tell the boys.
Yeah, we had Chris Pajak on a couple of weeks back, and he was fantastic. Really enjoyed him. So, yep, send him, Paul, and Steve Ward, I think, over there as well.
So look forward to that.
Yeah, great.
Well, enjoy that, and let us know how. Oh, actually, yeah. So yeah, enjoy that, definitely. Dave, thank you again for coming back on. What have you got coming up this week?
I've got a lovely bottle of Peroni waiting in the fridge for me, baby. That's what I have coming up. Listen, I'll do a post match. I'll do my odd little reaction. You know, that's the thing what Steve was saying. What you were saying earlier about reactions. When a goal goes in, you're like the energy, and then all of a sudden it's VAR. You're like, I just go mad anyway. So
Same.
But just post-match and usual stuff, and then a build-up, obviously, for the Everton game, and probably Monday with Keith. Keith's actually in the UK at the moment, but so we shall see what happens. Jack, you're at the match. You should do a bit of content outside, and you should do a bit. They're at the bleed match. If I was there, I'd have BBC cameras with me. Come on, baby.
It's not my thing, mate. Like if I whipped out my camera, I just want to head home.
May I just say as well that our thoughts and prayers are with that girl's family who died 12 years old.
What happened?
A 12-year-old got stabbed to death in Liverpool.
Oh my God, it's disgusting.
It's horrible, absolutely horrible. So we'll end it there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you are new around here, then please hit that subscribe button. I did notice there are a few Dave's subscribers came in. So if you liked what you've seen, then obviously please hit that subscribe button and drop a like on the video as well. I'll be back on. I think I'm actually, because of obviously the time difference of the Premier League predictions. I actually might be going live. Not sure when. I'm on Grounded Football on Monday, so check that out as well. And I will have the Wolves boys from Sweet and Sour Soccer on for a preview for next Saturday. Sounds
tasty. Sounds tasty, Doug. Do you know what? Just before we go, those guys in the comments actually make the streams. I mean, they're the same guys. I noticed all those faces that to be in Jack's streams, your streams, probably with Jersey Boy and Ryan LFC and Steve's streams. They're the same sort of guys, really. I mean, they're there. Some guy was on earlier from, I mean, I've had fellas on from Iraq. Rod Medley.
Wow.
Iraq. Yeah, Baghdad. I've had people on from Australia eating their breakfast, or driving to work. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And without those guys in the comments, there's no show.
Yeah, there's absolutely. Liverpool is a family club, and people support it from all around the world, and we are a family on this podcast. So, from the five of us, it is You'll Never Walk Alone, and good night.
Okay.
Cheers, guys.